Hi, I'm Kim Ross. I'm a psychologist and self-care advocate and founder of Positive Young Minds and Private Practice Sustainability, which focuses on particularly micro business owners who are mental health practitioners. And today I'm looking at, or helping you look at, how to respond to a post. So how to create a comment that adds value, that is meaningful, and is polite. And I thought the easiest way of doing that was to show you my feed and one way to go about it. So this particular post in the feed has been around for less than a day. It's received a lot of comments. As you can see, 273 comments, 15 reposts, and this person is a second connection. So I'm not directly connected with them. They're a stress and burnout specialist. Hey, so I work with burnout. So what I'm looking for is when I'm making a comment is to add something of value that amplifies their message as well as helps position me as someone who likes to talk about this subject, has something to add to this topic. But I'm not linking to myself. I'm not making any, come and look at me. I'm not taking attention away from the post. I want to amplify, as I said, a win-win situation. And I can choose to comment on the post. I can choose to reshare the post if there's something in there I feel really strongly about. So going through this, she is making a comment about this and saying your mental health is more important than anything, and you have to take care of yourself, even if it means letting someone down. She's challenging this statement in terms of, oh, that's all good and well, but you can't leave your job. It's not suitable for everybody to lose their job. We need to be looking at solutions. And she's taking the point of view that if it's your job that's causing all this, if it's your career that's a problem, well, you can't just ditch it when you have all these other responsibilities. So she's picked a comment and she's taken one aspect of it. So when I'm looking at this, I could make a comment about this comment and maybe disagree with the point she's picked out. And it's perfectly fine to present another option if it's something I feel quite strongly about, or I can find another way to add what she's done. So when she's done the post, she's done, you can see sentences, not paragraphs, sentences, which is one way people make white space in their comments. There's no kind of headings as such or break up in any other way. So you do have to read the whole lot to get to her points. So just go, can we stop these type of messages? Many people can't quit. And while your mental health should be more important, it's usually than your bank balance. It's usually the cause of many people's mental health issues. So, we know stress over financial concerns is a very real thing, and it's a very real thing for micro business owners without a doubt. So that's one point I could look at. Pick the threads up with micro business. Another one is, let's talk about how we can build better workplaces, how we can stop the cost of living crisis. Let's talk about how we can build better cultures to ensure we have mentally fit people, curriculum at schools. So she's throwing up a lot of things. So what I'm going to choose to do in this point is she's also mentioned in terms of being in control. Where did I read that? Talk about I don't want to pick up about the curriculum in schools. She wants to focus on solutions. All right. I'm going to put, yes, I agree that people are just trying to make ends meet. What I wanted to do, I'm actually really interested in the quote itself. If taking care of yourself means letting someone down, then let someone down. I'd quite like to highlight the focus of saying no, even though she hasn't really talked about it. So I'm going to be a tiny bit contrary without reading everyone's comments because there's so many. And even though it's only been up for a short period of time, there is a lot. So I can have a look at all that. But in this particular case, I'm choosing not to. I'm just because I want to show you how to add a comment more so than anything. So I'm going to put at. What at does, it brings me up people I've been searching for, but I want to let Katie know that I'm responding. So I'm going to put her there, Katie Maycock. Okay. So I'm putting that there. Then I'm backspacing so it's just her first name showing up. So go, Katie. I agree with you about how reality often differs from what we read about in inspirational posts, and how financial stress contributes to burnout. I kind of agree with that. I want to emphasize the point that even when you can't leave or change your workplace, having boundaries is still critical. And I'm going to reference, so Stephen Bartlett, I think, at Bartlett, is he going to come up? Sorry, my computer's a little bit weird today, but he has come up. Ah, I saw him. Oh, Bar Bartlett. Won't come up at Bar Bartlett, will it? Stephen Bartlett. So that's him. Now he's a third contact, so I'm just going to tag him as well because its quote is relevant to him. You know, I'm not tagging anyone that's not directly related to this conversation. It's emphasizing even, all right, I'm just rewriting that. Can't leave or change your workplace. Having boundaries is still critical for mental health. All right. So I'm putting that up there, which I agree with. You know, this is the case regardless of the size of your workplace, and even when you work for yourself. Okay, and then I'm just going to post it. As I said, there's numerous ways we could have handled this post because it's so big. I could have reposted it. I could have gone back to the original quote. I could have commented on someone else's as well. But when you see the bold, so this person's done what I've done. They put the at and they put the name. I kind of backtrack though and don't put the full name. I like just the more informality of having someone's first name there. These ones here where no one has been tagged, that person's not going to get a notification that someone's made a comment. This way, both Katie and Stephen, if their notification's on, are going to get a notification that I've made a comment, and they might come back, reply, or not. And you can see here, it's asked me whether I wanted to repost it. And I don't. It's not something I feel enormously strongly about, but I wanted to use this as an example for you. Okay, so I hope that's been helpful. My second tip on this is, before you go in to look at LinkedIn and have it as an intentional activity, keep in mind your purpose. Keep in mind who your main target market is and what's the main things you're talking about. So I've tried to find a post whereby I can bring in either mental health practitioners or micro business owners. Burnout. So burnout's definitely an area that I like to be involved in conversations with and like to help people with in terms of attracting clients. So that's a tick. So that's what I was looking for. I was looking for something related to the clients I want to work with and the type of work and area of interest that I have. Ideally, if we follow this pathway, what we'd like to see is either Katie and or Stephen pick up on my comment, and they may say something. We might engage in a connection, either online or offline. They may choose to connect with me because there's second and third contacts. Actually, I might go the next step here. Because they're people that are in that field and they're not my first contacts, I think I might ask them to connect with me. And so I'm going to stop this video here, and we're going to make a new one, and I'm going to just talk you through how to do that, how to connect with them. All right, so when this finishes, subscribe to the channel by all means so you can get lots of, have easy access to new things I post, and keep an eye out for the next video I'm going to do about connecting with people. Okay, bye guys.